Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Dira Maharani. In this video, I would like to present my research proposal entitled Equalization of Flip Novel by Wendelin van Drenen and the movie by Rob Reiner. And this presentation consists of research background, identification of problems, review on related literature, research question, research objective, theoretical framework, and the research methodology. First, I would like to present about research background. Novels have so many functions to increase our knowledge about part of our life that we do not learn in a formal education. Novels also have evolved into various genres, including stories that reminded about social life, economic life, and the growth of human life. There are several novels have a fiction genre, or this novel was based on the writer's imagination for entertain the readers. Adaptation novels to movie is not a new case in literary criticism. This adaptation was first used by George Méliès, who was the pioneer for many film techniques in 1899, the first book who made into a movie when the movie camera has found, which called as the kinematograph in 1892, book being the most like inspiration for the movie adaptation since the old day cinema. The example is movies titled Trilby and the Little Bill. This movie have only 45 seconds, and this movie from the adaptation of best-selling novel by Trilby in 1895. There are so many famous movie adaptations from the best-selling novel. One of the famous adaptation is Harry Potter series, the novel written by J.K. Rowling and being the best-selling for the teenager or the adult readers. However, the adaptation of novel from movie is not an easy thing to do. Many chapters on the novel was delayed from the movie adaptation because to shorten the duration and for make the audience interested by combining the several climatic scenes into one scene. The flip novel by Wendelin van Drenen is to the young adult romance fiction who tells about a couple of boy and girl named Julie Baker and Bryce Lowski. This novel gave a huge good responses from the readers. Many teenagers in middle grade choose this novel because they have the same situation with the story on the novel. But after many time, this novel being one of the famous young adult novel for romance fiction genre, and Rob Reiner decided to make the adaptation of this novel into a movie. Because of the good effect from the novel, he decided to make the adaptation of Flip by Wendelin van Drenen. Next is about equalization. Equalization is not always the same as what we read in the novel. There are several plots and scenes that were deleted from the novel during the adaptation process into movie. Deleted scenes or chapter is for shorten the duration or for the prohibited scenes that do not able to watch. To analyze the theory adaptation, I use new criticism. The new criticism focus on the various literary to make a close reader as a way to engage with the text and also to make the readers have an interaction between form and meaning. And the second is identification of problem. The one problems that I found from the novel and the movie is so many different point of view from the Julie Baker's point of view with the Bryce Lowski point of view. I need to compare what the meaning of the point of view each characters through the novel and the movie. Because on the Bryce Lowski point of view, Julie Baker is the horrible girl and also Bryce nightmare. He was always bothered by Julie Baker. It makes the female characters, which is Julie Baker, looks like an unproblematic person because of Bryce's view. But on the Julie Baker's view, she is a very good person and always passionate about everything. And when she talked with Bryce, she always flipped into Bryce's eyes. Talking about the several different scenes that has been deleted from the movie, and the several deleted scenes that I found when I read and watch in the novel and movie, so it will be the main problem of this research. I found several related literature for my research proposal, and first, the thesis of Uni Triswela, who graduated from Gunadarma University. Her thesis entitled Equalization of Plot in the Novel and Film Breaking Down by Stephanie Meyer. The objective of the study is to find out what are the plot differences in the Breaking Down novel and the Breaking Down movie Part 1 based on the NST theory. This research used qualitative descriptive method in analyzing of data. The result of the research is the conclusion based on NST theory. Breaking Down movie Part 1 has experiencing reduction, addition, and variation of plot in orientation, complication, and resolution pace. Except in conclusion phase, there is no reduction and the phase. And the thesis of Muhkayis, who graduated of English and Literature Department Faculty of Adab and Humanities from UIN Alauddin Makassar. The thesis entitled Comparison Between Novel and Film Divergent Use Equalization Theory. The objective of this research to find the change contained in the novel and film divergent. This research used descriptive qualitative method to describe the data. The result of this research is there were no reduction, addition, and modification that have occurred on the theme, plot, setting, and point of view. And this is the research question for my research proposal. Based on the background previously described, the research question from the problem is formulated as follows. How are the differences between the flip novel by Wendelin van Draanen into a movie adaptation by Rob Reiner? Next is a research objective. The objective of this research is about the adaptation of flip novel by Wendelin van Draanen into a movie by Rob Reiner. The adaptation is showing the difference between the girl character point of view and the boy character point of view. Next is theoretical framework. The theory that I use for the research is the theory about the adaptation by NST called equalization. It's a widescreening or transfer removal of a novel into a film. Equalization is the widescreening of novel into a movie, which is causes of the editation, reduction, and the modification of narrative aspects of the novel. Equalization is an adaptation from the novel to the movie. First, I will explain about what is addition. NST said, addition is one of the equalization that adds a plot, the new character, or a setting in a novel into film. A film director must be able to edit several new characters or new plot into a movie for making the differences between the several chapters or novel and to the movie scene. Next is reduction, the result of equalization which reduces the plot, characterization, setting, even the theme of novel. NST assume that the several scenes or chapters in the novel are considered not really important to add it to the movie scenes, so they are deleted from the movie. And the third is modification. The last result of equalization also need to modify and make the several different variations of the novel. Some of these variations can be finished by a movie director to create a new variation that are different from the novel's capture, because the adaptation method also be seen from the differences perspective through modification adaptation of the novel into a movie. And for the last one is the research methodology. This research methodology I use is qualitative descriptive. Further analysis is to find the main problem why Braislowski and Julie Becker have a different point of view on the story. This method intends to describe everything that related to equalization of Leif's novel by Wendelin van Draanen and the movie by Rob Reiner. And for the source of data in this research proposal, the novel of Leif written by Wendelin van Draanen was published in 2001, and also the Flip movie directed by Rob Reiner was published in 2011. The duration of this movie is 1 hour 30 minutes. And for collecting the data, I applied several products such as reading the novel from ebook and also reading the script from the movie. Watching the film to compare the several deleted scenes in the novel that adapted to movie scenes. Furthermore, the data will collecting with technique of rewatching the movie and underline the important scenes or chapter that deleted from the movie adaptation. And now, we are at the end of my presentation and thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.